Here comes that big, beautiful Dodge. Man, she rolled a little bit of coal, but it actually turned that chip and seal, kind of picked up some of those rocks.
It's only 3/4 throttle.
Just from the torque.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go down this service road and go under the bridge. Then we're gonna get up on the expressway, and we'll get her up to kind of a highway speed. How's it feel? This thing's tight, isn't it?
I love this truck. It feels real good.
Yeah, I actually drove it to a little Mexican restaurant for lunch, and there were two guys out there when I got out, and man, they were all about this truck.
Yeah.
They wanted to know if it's for sale, and I said, well, it actually is, but you're gonna have to bid on it.
Right.
And one guy goes, well, how much could I write you a check for right now? And I said, well, we can't do it. We're committed to an auction. He didn't like that.
No.
And we're gonna get up here on the freeway here. And this truck makes all the right sounds. We're up about 60 miles an hour. There's 70.
75.
75. I'd say she'll cruise down the road pretty good. And with these basically 1 ton brakes, even though it's 3/4 ton, he's got his hand off the wheel, goes straight. With these big brakes on these big Dana Spicer axles, this thing stops in a hurry. It's a heavy truck, but I don't want to say it stops like a sports car, but it stops better than your average big heavy truck, just because of the giant brakes that it has.
It just feels so solid, you know?
Well, when they built these trucks, usually the body disintegrates around the motor, the transmission, and the axles.
Right.
And you see these things in a wrecking yard, not anymore, with a totally rusted body, and they'll take the motor and the axles and put them in a Jeep or some kind of a custom build, because they're pretty much bulletproof. They can be rebuilt forever, but the bodies do disintegrate, and this one's really good. If I had a spot for this truck, I'd just keep it just because I know I'll never see another one like it. And normally these Dodges, the dashes are all cracked. Maybe in Washington they don't have a lot of sun, I don't know, but this dash, I still can't get over how good it is.
It was stored inside for sure.
Yeah, it had to be. So you want to trade in your Ram?
I'm thinking about it.
This is back when they called them Dodges. Now they're Rams. Yeah, and I like this guy ordered this truck with bucket seats, a console. It's got the little jump seats in the back. Usually these have a bench seat and they're worn out. This one's got one guy made a comment that when they put the big recliner comfortable seats, people fall asleep and wreck these trucks. Mm-hmm. And those big recliners are responsible for there not being many of these trucks around. I thought that was a pretty funny comment. Glove box light works. Carpet's really clean. It's a good truck. When we get back to the shop, I'm going to do a short video. There's some powder coating coming off the trailer hitch bracket. I'm going to get something and kind of scrape that and show you there's solid metal underneath.
Do the blow by before I shut it off.
Oh yeah. We want to also pull the oil fill so you can check the blow by. This thing's got a lot of life left in it. We'll show you here in a second. You know, we could pull in this side gate. Should have had my app up. We're going to pull in the side gate and we'll pull the oil cap off. And on these motors you got to be careful because that oil fill is super close to the fan. Don't want to lose any fingers. Yeah, we'll pull it out front and let you see that. Sorry this video is kind of long. Yeah, and she's good and warmed up. Takes a while for that temperature gauge to move. That big aluminum radiator, this thing just wants to run really cool. You want to shut it off before you pull that, or you comfortable with it?
I'm gonna get crazy and do it.
I don't want you to lose any fingers. And the motor is good and warmed up right now. I barely see a little puff. Pretty minimal. I've heard people putting ping pong balls on them to see if it blows them up. Maybe just set the cap on there and not screw it down. Watch your fingers. And you cut, that's a good telltale right there. Because a lot of times it'll blow the cap off. All right, perfect. I'd say that motor's got plenty of life left in it. Well, that'll conclude this video. Thanks for your time. Happy bidding on Bring a Trailer. Somebody's going to get a wonderful truck.